Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this awesome suburban style house. This one is a little bit more colourful than the others. I got a little bit bored out of making all of my suburban houses out of birchwood planks, so I decided to brighten things up a little bit by using some purple concrete. But of course, you don't have to use purple if you don't want. If your favourite colour is say pink or blue or green or brown, please don't make it out of brown, then you can customize this house to any color that you want, or maybe you could even make multiples in different colors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. This is a pretty spacious house. It looks great, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, click the little bell, and also, as always, suggest more stuff that you want to see here in the future. But without any further ado, let me show you how to make this thing. It's a really simple build. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some block of quartz, some pillar quartz blocks, some quartz stairs, some quartz slabs, some stone brick stairs, some purple concrete, some white stained glass block, some birchwood fence, and some wooden trap doors. If you want to use a different color of concrete, simply grab that color of concrete. And if you want to use some white stained glass pane or regular glass, then grab that too. For the outside, we also need some iron doors, some item frames, buttons, torches, grass blocks, and some poppies. But that's mainly for the outside. You can decorate it how you want though. So once you have all your stuff, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I guess I'll be making mine right about here. Well, you're going to want to kick off your build with 2 blocks of quartz coming directly up from the ground. That's going to be 1 and 2. And you take that second block of quartz, and you take the top of it, and you go left of it by 4 using the quartz slabs. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. You then place a block of quartz, you connect it down to the ground, and you're left with this. Well, you want to come behind this shape, and you want to, using your quartz slabs, you want to take the tops of these blocks of quartz, and you want to extend them backwards, each by 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Place a block of quartz behind those, connect them down to the ground, also connect them together. And if you like, it will save us a job later on. You can even fill in the base of this using your quartz slabs, like that. Take the blocks of quartz and extending them backwards once again. We want to go back by 14 using the quartz slab. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And connect those together. Well, you don't have to connect those together, but place a block of quartz in front of those, connect them down to the ground, and then you can connect them together using quartz slab if you wish. And you can even fill in the floor if you like using your quartz slabs. I mean, odds are if you're going to be using this house, or even if you're going to be using it as a show house, you'll have to do it later, or you might want to just fill in the floor anyway, just because it does look a little bit weird from the outside if you don't. Well, we want to take this back, specifically right-hand block of quartz, this one right here, and we want to extend this coming across the back of the house by 13. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to place a block of quartz in front of that, but to make sure that that measurement's correct, I'm going to take this block of quartz here, this one, and I'm also going to extend this outwards by 13 as well, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to place a block of quartz there, just to make sure that's right, which it seems to be. Well, we want to connect the block of quartzes down to the ground like this, but we also want to connect them together using the quartz slab. So we're just going to connect them together using the quartz slab like this. And I'm even going to fill in the floor using the quartz slab as well. With the second floors, I'm not so bothered if I don't fill them in. I'm not really that bothered whether I add a second floor into the house, as these are just show houses, really. I mean, I don't fill them up. I don't use them for anything other than to look at. I'm just much happier just leaving them blank and empty rather than filling them up, because I like just creating the outer shells. I leave it to you guys to decide what you want to use the houses for and in what context, and you know, whether you want to use them as a base or what have you. So really, the ground floor aesthetically is the only one that I'm really so bothered about, and I don't know, maybe I'll do the second floor later on, but I think it's important to have a nice foundation, especially when it's off of the floor like this. There you go. we filled all of that in using the quartz slab. Now what we want to do is we want to take this pair of quartz blocks on the outer part of the build, so this side, and we want to take this quartz block at the front and that one at the back, and we want to place rows of 9 blocks of quartz going up on top of them. So we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we want to connect these blocks together. So the way that we're actually going to do this is we are going to use our purple concrete, and we are going to place diagonals. We're going to place 7 diagonals of purple concrete coming upwards and inwards from each one of these. So that'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we should be able to do the same from the other side. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 would be right there. And you can see that it connects together at the top rather nicely. Let's do the same on the opposite side. So if we come to the opposite side of the build, we'll find that we also have an equal pair of block of quartz as we do on that side. And we're going to take the blocks of quartz and we're going to go up on top of each one of them by 9 using the block of quartz. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the back as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to use our purple concrete to connect them in the center. So that's 7 upright diagonals, inward diagonals towards the center. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that'd be 7. And we want the same on the other side. So we want to just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7 meeting in the middle. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do now is we are going to add some detail to these two sides. So, what we do to one side, right, bear in mind we have to do to the other side. So, on this side, we're going to add a row of purple concrete at the base of this side. So, we're going to add a layer of purple concrete. And starting from the left-hand side here, going right, we're going to do this sequence of blocks. So, we want to do 2 purple concrete, 2 glass, and then 2 purple. 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple. Now, you want to repeat that row by just going up on top of it. You want to repeat that row. Where you place glass, where you place purple, place yourself some purple. We then want to place a layer of purple concrete directly above this. We just want to have, I do believe it's just 1 row of concrete. Let me make sure that that's correct before we make any silly assumptions. No, it's actually 2 rows. So we want to not only add 1 row of purple concrete, but we want to add 2 rows of purple concrete directly on top, like this. And what we then want to do is we want to start from the left-hand side. We want to repeat the pattern that we did with the windows. So we want to place, going from left to right, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple. And we want to repeat that once again. So we want to fill all of this in using glass and purple. And then we want to completely fill the top of this in using the purple concrete. So coming all the way up to the top, we want to create a triangular shaped layer of purple that sits just on top of the windows. You can see how this is going to go, just like this. Quite a lot of purple, really, and it's coming all the way up to the top. So we want to have something which should look like that, which is boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to place underneath the windows, directly underneath, and yet directly above the windows, we're going to place ourselves some quartz slabs. So we're going to place quartz slabs above and below the windows, like that, right? But that's also a bit boring. So we're going to take wooden trapdoors and we're going to take the outer windows on the left hand side and the right hand side, and we're going to place wooden trapdoors on the sides of the windows like this. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side, we're placing wooden trapdoors, which looks weird. So that's why we'll extend the slabs to accommodate the trapdoors, and that will create nice full windows which are very easy to make. They don't require too much to do, and I don't know what else to tell you. They're a nice, easy make, and they look great. It doesn't take too much time. They're not too intricate, and they don't look weird. in place on the house, which is actually kind of hard to do to make windows which actually look in place. So now you'll see that this side of the house has been spruced up no end. Let's do the opposite end. So let's come to the opposite end of the house now, right? All the way over here. Let's do the same thing. So to start things off, we once again want to just use a row of purple concrete all the way up at the bottom of this side of the house. And then starting from the left, we want to do this pattern. Go from left to right, we want to do 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple. And we want to repeat that. So we've already done that once. We want to do the same thing again. We then want to do 2 rows of purple directly on top of this. So that's 1 row of purple. And then this is going to be 2 rows of purple like that. Then we want to repeat the pattern that we've done again. We want to do 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple, 2 glass, 2 purple. And then the same thing again. We just want to place the same thing again, and that will be the windows. And the reason that I'm doing this a little bit faster than I did for the previous rows is because, of course, we've now done this for a couple of rows, haven't we? I mean, we're pretty good at this now. We know what we're doing. We know how to get this thing accomplished. So we can just fill in those windows, then we can fill in this side of the house. And then we'll move our way to the back of the house. We'll do that, and then we'll focus on the front of the house, because the front of the house is vastly different from all of the other sides. So we want to have this. And then what we can do is we can preemptively add shutters on the windows. So we can add our wooden trapdoors to this side of the house. I mean, if you didn't want to, by the way, if you wanted to switch it so that the middle window had trapdoors and the outer windows didn't, then you could easily do that. But you can't really have it look right and have all windows with trapdoors. It doesn't work because they kind of like just all meld into one, and then you place in windows directly next to the frame of the house. It gets a bit messy, it doesn't look right, then the windows look like they've been thrown in at the last second. It's no good. So it's better just to kind of stick with this. It looks great. I like the look of it a lot. Hope you guys do too. Now, once you got that sorted out though, we can move on to the back of the house. So we can get this filled in, and then we can move on to the much more intricate, the much more difficult front of the house. So what we're doing back here. So the back of the house has to be disconnected, and by that I mean, you see this row of 2 block of quartz here at the back of the house? We want to go up on top of this block of quartz, and we want to go up by 9 using the quartz. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. And this left hand side we're going to fill in. So we want to have doors on the back of the house. They're going to be right here in the middle of the back of the house, and I'm going to place glass on top of the doors. And I'm going to place purple concrete on top of the doors. I'm going to place 2 rows, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to place 2 glass, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to fill in the rest of this using purple concrete. When I say rest of this, I mean literally all of the rest of it. I'm just going to fill it all in with purple concrete like that. And I want to place quartz slabs underneath the window, above the window. And I want to use my wooden trapdoors to create a little bit of a shutter effect for the window too. And for this particular side of the house also, I want to be able to walk downwards. So using some stairs like this, just create a stairway leading down to the ground. If you want to use like some quartz blocks, or whether you want to use some like pillar quartz or what have you, or whether you want to create a completely different walkway entirely than from what I've created, then you feel free to do that. I mean, it's completely up to you how you want to meld this build. If you wanted to, for instance, have something that looked like this instead of kind of like the sideways walkway that I've had, it really does depend upon what it really just does depend upon what you're sort of looking for a walkway. I really want you guys to meld this house to what you want to have with it. I'm just showing you here that you really don't have to follow my rules at all. You can very easily just kind of like place whatever you want, if that makes sense. So you can kind of just create a nice you can create a bit of a nice walkway coming down from the back of the garden like this. There is a way to do this, I know there is. So like here, and then how do I get it so that the wooden trapdoors fold the other way? Because I know that you can do it. How do I go about this? I've done this before and I've kind of forgotten how. which is a bit silly. But I don't know, you can just create like a bit of a walkway. You can create a little bit of a walkway. You don't have to make it exactly how I would make it, if that makes sense. That's the whole point of that little off spurt there. But anyway, what we're going to do next is we are going to fill in this area on the back of the house. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're first of all going to add a row of purple concrete all the way down at the base of the back of the house. Just next to the door, we're going to connect one side to the other. And starting from the left-hand side, going right, we're going to place 2 purple concrete. So that's going to be, it's actually going to be 3. It's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Then 2 glass, 1 and 2. Then 3 concrete, 1, 2, 3. 2 glass, 1, 2, and then 3 purple concrete, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repeat that row. So we're going to take that row and we're going to repeat it. Then we're going to place 2 rows of purple concrete coming up. That's going to be 1 row. And then 2, like this. 1 row, 2 row. Then we're going to repeat the windows again. So we're going to do 3 concrete, 1, 2, 3, 2 glass, 3 concrete, 1, 2, 3, 2 glass, 3 concrete. Then we're going to repeat that row again. We're going to take the concrete and we're going to take the glass and we're going to repeat that. And then we're just going to fill the rest of the back of the house in using purple concrete like that. So we want to have something which should look like this. And now we're going to turn these into windows. So once again, we're going to just kind of like, well, these ones, we're just going to add shutters all the way around the windows. And then we're just going to place ourselves some quartz slab just underneath and above the windows. I'm a little sad that I couldn't figure out how to place the wooden trapdoors in such a way that they'd actually go all the way around those stairs. I feel as though I feel a little stupid, honestly. I'm sure you guys are just looking at it and you're like, oh my god, this is the biggest idiot ever. I don't know why, but when it comes to trapdoors, I just can't place them how I want to. It's kind of like my kryptonite. I don't know what to say. It really is. But that is the back of the house and it's looking quite nice. Well, once you got that sorted out, we're going to move to the front of the house now. Alright, so we're going to move to the front of the house and we are going to, first of all, take this quarter block of quartz here and we're going to go up on top of it by 9 using the block of quartz. So this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bottom of this empty space and we're going to add a row of purple concrete all the way down at the base. Then we are going to, on top of this, going from left to right, place 3 purple concrete, 1, 2, 3, 2 glass, 1, 2, 3 concrete, 1, 2, 3, 2 glass, 1, 2, 3 concrete. And then we're going to repeat that row. We're going to do the same thing once again. We're just going to repeat that row just on top of this, like that. We're going to place 2 rows of concrete. This is going to be 1 row. And then this is going to be 2 rows like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, for the next row, going from left to right, we're going to do, this time, we're going to do 2 concrete, 1, 2. Then a pillar quartz block, 2 glass, 1, 2. Pillar quartz block. We're going to do 1 concrete, 1 pillar quartz block, 2 glass, pillar quartz, 2 concrete. So we're going to have something which should look exactly like that. And then we're going to go up on top of this. We're going to add as many rows on top of this as it takes to fill it in, which should be 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. And then we're simply going to fill this in using the materials that we've used. So wherever you place the purple concrete, place purple concrete. Pillar quartz block, glass, glass. You guys get the idea, don't you? So we just want to have something which should look like that. And down below here, we want to take the windows and we want to place wooden trapdoors next to them, like this. And whoop, there we go. And we want to place slabs underneath and above the windows. Now this is going to be a little bit of a porch area. You guys will be able to see this in a bit. We just want to place windows like here. Oh, I didn't fill in between these two windows up above. There we go. So we now have a nice set of windows just above here. So what we also want to do is we want to take this pair of block of quartz that we actually placed right at the start, and we want to place rows of 9 block of quartz coming upwards from these blocks. We want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and I trust that that is 9, so I'm just going to equal it. And we want to take the outer side, so this side that has all the windows on the side of the house, and we want to fill it in like this. So we want to add a row of purple concrete all the way down at the bottom. Then for the next row, going from left to right on top of this, we want to place 2 concrete, 2 glass, 2 concrete. Repeat that row. And then fill the rest of this side in using purple concrete. Now, if you wanted to, you could also add an additional window above this. I didn't really want to be honest, just because I didn't want too many windows in the house. I wanted it to be a bit more private. But what you can also do is, of course, you can furnish the window using your wooden trapdoors and your quartz slabs, and you can just make it look all nice and framed. Now for the front of the house, now that we're coming to the front, we want to do this. So we need a window on the front as well, and surprisingly enough, we want to place a row of purple concrete at the bottom. Then going from left to right on top of this, we want to place a purple concrete, 2 glass, purple concrete. Repeat that row. Then we want to place 2 rows of purple, 1 and 2. And this is where things get a bit different. So now we actually want an entrance out onto a balcony. So we're actually gonna place doors here as a placeholder. And we want to place upside down quartz stairs above those doors. And we want to fill the rest of this area in using purple concrete like this. So just to kind of show you where the balcony is gonna be. We want to take the 2 blocks underneath the doors and we want to place purple concrete in front. And we want to actually place... Do we want to place it entirely in front? Well, we'll even extend it, so like this, so that you've got a bit more of a wider area. And we're going to place some quartz slabs coming outwards from this. Like that, so you've got like a nice little bit of a balcony area. We're also going to do the window underneath it in our usual fashion. We're going to place our wooden trapdoors and our quartz slabs underneath it, like this. And we're also going to place, all we have is white stained glass block, but you could grab some paint if you wanted to. I'm not so bothered. I don't mind leaving the block there because it's nice and chunky. I'm going to leave that there. Delete the doors. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to, on top of this, on top of the door area, I'm going to create a pyramid shape by placing two purple concrete here in the center above the door, and I'm going to place a block of quartz either side and on top. So I'm creating that. That's perfect. And for this inside bit, this is where the entrance of the house is actually going to be. We're going to have a doorway here in these 2 middle blocks. So once again, I'm going to place a door. I'm going to place block of quartz either side of the door. Oh, you know what? Pillar quartz block works nicely as well, actually. Either side of the door. I'm going to raise it up 1 block higher and connect it together at the top using quartz stairs. So I suppose what I should really do is I should place the doors backwards so that they line up with the stairs like that. And I'm going to fill the rest of the area around the door in using purple concrete, and I'm doing 1 row on top of it. Then I'm going to add another row of purple concrete on top, and then I'm kind of repeating the process. I'm going to place a double door in the middle. I'm going to place pillar quartz block either side of the door with quartz stairs in between, and I don't actually want doors there. Those were just a placeholder, so I'm deleting them, and I'm placing purple concrete above and around the door like this. That's looking pretty good. And for the door, whilst we're speaking of it, the actual proper door, I'm just going to place a doorbell in the form of like a button with an item framed around it, and I'm going to place a torch on the opposite side with an item frame around that as well. So you can see how this is kind of laying out now. So the next thing that we're going to take care of is going to be the porch. So there is a porch for this house. What we basically want to do is this. So we want to take the front left-hand corner of the house, like this quartz block, right? We're using our quartz slab. We want to connect this block to the end of the house, if this makes sense. So we want to create an angle, a right angle like this, looks like an L shape, from one side of the house to the opposite side of the house like that. And we want to create a doorway, so we're actually going to connect those slabs downwards, and we might even make them out of something else, so like pillar quartz block. We want to create a doorway, and we want to get away, we want to be able to get up here. So maybe I'll delete these 2 blocks, and this one, I'll place pillar quartz block there instead, like this. And I'm just going to raise up these pillar quartz by 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, like this, because I want a bit more of a regal entrance. And I kind of just want to like create like some steps coming down. So I'm going to create like a kind of like a triangular shape using the quartz blocks, and I'm going to place stairs in between like this. And this is going to allow us access to the porch. So now if I were to fill the porch in using some quartz slabs, then you'll see that we'll now be able to get up to the porch. But you can make your entrances and stuff how you'd like them. You can kind of make them to your specifications rather than mine. It's kind of up to you. But I'm just letting you know that this area this is where the porch is supposed to go, right here. And just going to, I thought I'd get stuck on the window behind me. Yeah, and that looks pretty decent. That looks fine. Except what we're now going to do is we're going to grab the birchwood fence and we're going to go up on top of the pillar quartz blocks, each by 2 using the fence. That's 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And we're going to place 2 pillar quartz block on top of that, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And we're going to take the lower pillar quartz block and we're going to use quartz slabs to connect to these sides of the house. So we'll be able to connect to this side of the house, and if we go to the other one, we'll be able to connect to the opposite side of the house as well. I'm going to connect these together, and I'm going to fill this area in now. So not only do we have a porch, but we also have a balcony, hence why we have the doors just to the right of us. That's why those exist. So we're just going to fill all of this in using the quartz slabs, as you guys can see, just like this. And once this has been filled in, we can pretty this up a little bit. So there we go. So what we now can do is we can place some birch fence, connecting everything together. So like this. I'm starting to think as I look at this that I don't really like this pillar quartz block being here. So I might get rid of that and I might just place fence there. And as I look at this, I'm feeling as though that we need to hide this a little bit by using a row of quartz slabs. So if we place a row of quartz slabs going around this, like that, like so, then that kind of conceals, yeah, that actually looks a little bit better. And I'm also going to place some torches just next to the entrance here. So this is the entrance onto the balcony, just to make it a little bit more apparent. I'm going to place some torches with some item frames. And we're also going to improve the look down here as well. So just on the edge of the porch, I'm just going to use a bit of fence. I'm going to place a fence every other block going around the edge of the porch like this. And yeah, just every other block or so. Maybe on the sides it might be different. We might make the side different because it actually doesn't work out that well. So on the side, those are torches. What are you doing? Why are you doing? So on the side, I'm just going to place birchwood fence, and I'm going to place quartz slab on top. But on the front, we're going to go for a bit fancier. We're going to place pillar quartz block in between the fence, and then some quartz slab on top of that. So you can see it looks a little bit fancier for the front of the house. I quite like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice, and I like the distinction between the front and the back. So most of this house has been complete, and whilst we are working on everything but the roof, I'm just going to grab some grass and some poppies, and I'm going to place a big long flower bed in the front garden here. So I'm just going to place a big long flower bed in the front of the house, which is just grass and poppies. Obviously, if you have better ideas for the front garden, if you're going to extend it and use and have some much more interesting stuff in the front garden, then feel free to not do this. But I always like, I don't know why, it's always been my thing. I like poppies and I like grass. I like these grass blocks with trapdoors around them as big giant flower beds. I don't know why, it's my thing. I like it. In just about every single suburban house, I use this configuration of blocks. And not because I think that it is the best thing you can do, just because I like the look of it. All right, that's it. It's fine. It's fine for me to think that. Anyway, that is the house mostly complete. There's there's one major thing to do though. It's the roof. So for the roof, we need quartz stairs and we need stone brick stairs, and maybe even a little bit of quartz slab, although I don't think we need it. So this house has 2 roofs. One's big, one's small. So the small roof starts all the way up at the front of the house on the right hand side. It's this part with the triangular shaped roof. The roof is simple. It's quartz stairs like this that starts on the edge of the house with stone brick stairs in between. So it's quartz stairs on the very outer edges and the center edges of the roof, and it is stone brick stairs in between. So it's going to look a little something like this. Roofs are always easier to kind of like show you rather than tell you. So it's just going to be this, like this on the front of the house, with quartz stairs on the side, like this, and quartz stairs on the edge of the roof, and by edge I mean also front of the roof, like this. And it wants to overhang the front of the house by one row because it looks better. And we want to place upside down quartz stairs underneath the overhanging part, like so, and it looks rather nice. So that's the small roof done, but we have to merge it to the big roof. So once again, it's kind of like we want to place some stone brick stairs here coming up the side of the roof. This isn't the part that's going to overhang, and it wants to be quartz stairs up at the top. But the roof also wants to overhang, so we're going to place the quartz stairs on the outer part of the stone brick stairs, and we're just joining these two roofs together. So we want to place this quartz stair like this. We want to join these together, and we want to extend this roof all the way across the side of the house. So we want to extend this roof coming all the way across the side of the house like this. And we're also going to want to just join it together like that using stone brick stairs, and we're going to place some quartz stairs coming across the front here like this. Can you see how this is all going together? And we want to place some stone brick stairs like this, and then some quartz stairs here. And at a certain point you're going to just want to make it so that it's stone stairs. Like, you don't want... What I found is if you join the quartz together using the stone brick stairs, I'll show you what I mean. So, like, if you extend the quartz stairs as back as far as they can go, it will come to about here, right? And then you have to place like sideways quartz stairs if you want to continue the pattern. I don't like that very much myself. So it's either better to just leave the stone brick stairs there, or use stone bricks like this, and then it maintain. I like that better. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to extend these stone brick stairs coming across the side of the build, and we're just going to build up layers of the roof. And then from here, everything else is simple in regards to the roof. Everything's very, very simple, very, very easy. Just one side to the other side. And I can't believe how much we've done. I actually cannot believe how much of the house that we've done. This is pretty much everything. Once the roof's been done, the top of the roof, it's back to back quartz stairs, and we'll do the side of the roof after. So you can see how this is all going together very nicely like that. And then for the sides, for the top of the roof, it's just back to back stairs. Those are upside down, back to back stairs like this. And then we come down the side of the house using some stone brick stairs like that. You guys know what's up, like this. Just going to kind of like do the outline and then just connect it all together like that. And then we can just connect one side, and then we've got to place the outer quartz stairs on the sides of the roof. And then upside down quartz stairs underneath. And I might even have another go at trying to figure out that stupid trapdoor thing that I was trying to do. I know that you can do, I don't know why I'm not managing it. I don't know what. Actually, you know what? I think I know the reason why. It's because I'm trying to do it from the outside. You know how I was trying to do like the quartz. You know what? I'm gonna interrupt the roof for this. I'm gonna interrupt the roof for this. So if I come down here, I'm trying to place the wooden trapdoors on the inside, which isn't gonna work. What I need to do is I need to place like something here, and then wooden trapdoors around like this. There we go. He figured it out. You know, the last horse always finishes the race. And then there we go. That's what I was trying to do, guys. That's what I was going for. And then we can place something like, where is it? Then we can place like the pillar quartz block coming down. That was haunting me. I have no idea why. That was absolutely haunting me. And then we can place like maybe like this. So maybe like boop, and then boop, then maybe like boop, 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 like that, something like that. How does that look? How does that look? Does that look fine? Does that look okay? That looks stupid. Okay, we'll just keep it like that. There we go. That's fine. But anyway, I completed my task. I figured it out. And once again, the roof wants to come all the way down until it's sat in the side of the house. And then it's just our job to simply place some quartz stairs on the side of this, just so that it overhangs the roof like that. And then upside down quartz stairs like this. Just underneath the overhanging part of the roof, like that. Coming down, whoops, like this. Boom, and there we go. Wonderful. Now, if we come to the opposite side of the roof, we've got to do the same thing. So we've got to place all the quartz stairs this time. I'm so happy with myself that I managed to figure that out. That is literally like not even a brain teaser. I have no idea why I was having trouble doing that. I simply just placed the wooden trapdoors. I placed them on the inside rather than the outside. I feel like an idiot. Oh well, you know, these things happen. These things happen. You know, this is what you get when you come to this channel. You get subpar intelligence and some pretty decent looking suburban houses. I don't know. Maybe that I should make that my. I should put that into like my channel banner or my channel name. I should just be like, just below average, yet pretty decent looking houses. So that is, ladies and gentlemen, the suburban house, 100% fully completed now. That is absolutely everything that you need to know about the house. If you want to customize it with cars and bikes and stuff, then I mean, feel free to do that, but that's not part of this particular tutorial. If you want to add a garage, add that. You guys get the idea. Customize it in a way that you want, that makes you happy. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. If you do like the video, please do remember to hit the like along with that. That helps me out no end. If you click the little bell next to the subscription button when you subscribe, I'm hoping that you guys do, then that'll ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. If you want to comment down below, let me know what you want to see next, then please do that too. And if you want to check out any more of my stuff, maybe some more suburban houses, maybe some modern houses, maybe some blends in between, check out the card system description below for all of that stuff. And if you do want to customize your houses with like motorbikes and cars and stuff, then that is an awesome way to really add some color and to add some cool props to the house. You might want to check out similar tutorials for that. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.